y'all, and good morning. It is time to show the books that I finally picked for the Aurelium Readathon or our April TBR. I'm very excited. I just picked the last one this morning. I got my character named finally. I will try to make this kind of short, concise, not too short though, but like I'm so surprised there's not a child downstairs because it's spring break and they're still asleep. Normally they're not. So I'll try to make this quick. So I finally named my character as we're going into the first semester, my first semester at the Aurelium Academy. If you watch the Lightfall vlog, you know that I did not have actually a name for my character. I just decided to start the Aurelium Readathon and I'm going to go to the school to be a scribe. And I joined the Archivist Guild so that, I can uncover hidden documents, histories, magics. I'm so excited. But I have named her. Her name is Kalicia I'll put that somewhere. And because I'm going as a scribe, there are certain classes that I have to take for the spring semester, of course. Come on. First of which, scribes have to take elemental studies, which is to read a book with flowers on the cover. And then I have to take spells and incantations, which will have to be between 389 and 415 pages. Then we're learning magic missiles. And then I have to take inscription, which I'm learning the glyph for flight. And this is a book from your highest shelf. That one was, Lore, which is the Legend of Dia, and it is a book with a map. Restoration or occult cures, oculi cures. Close your eyes, shuffle, and point. That one was a thing. You could see my second March vlog to see how that went. I recorded myself doing it. I definitely looked at it. Okay, so besides the Readathon books, I'm definitely reading on March 1st, Secret Project number 2, words. So that one probably isn't going to fall into any of the prompts, so I'm just reading that one besides. And then I will officially start the Readathon after I read that one. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be the non-Cosmere book out of all of them, so I'm excited. So for our first class, a book with flowers on the cover. It requires a book with flowers on the cover. Oops. I'm going to be reading Cruel Intentions. This month we're getting to it's just 2 book box books. I was going to say a lot of book box books, but it's just 2. So I'm going to be reading Cruel Intentions by Maggie Ferguson. This is a vampire novel. So I haven't read a vampire one in a minute. And yep. Ever since a vampire murdered her mother, Ava has been determined to get revenge. But 10 years later, having survived foster home after foster home and without a single sighting of a vampire, Ava has begun to lose hope. That is, until she stumbles across a hidden magic show where she witnesses impossible illusions. The magicians may not be the bloodsuckers she's hunting, but Ava is convinced something supernatural is afoot. So she convinces them to let her in and train her on those pretty. And Scribd has the audiobook for it. So yes, I'm going to read this one, give it a try. Even though March and YA has been, actually the past few months of YA have been hit or miss. Next is Spells and Incantations. And what better one than one with magic? Yes, so this is the other book box, both of them preludes. The Darkening by Sonia Mara. I think this was the first Fairy Loot box I ever got last year, so I'm finally getting to it. And this one had to be between 389 and 415 pages. It is, with the epilogue, 390. So nice and short, and also has the audiobook on Scribd. Yep, you might see a pattern there. Those look like wings. This one, though, is Prince Dalka was born for one purpose, to protect his home from this storm, a deadly force that surrounds his city and curses everyone it touches. Vesper Vale is the daughter of veiled revolutionaries. Since the queen sentenced her mother to death by the storm, she and her father have been on the run. So when the queen's soldiers led by Prince Dalka catch up with Vesper's father, she will do whatever it takes to save him from sharing her mother's cruel fate. Even if it means getting close to the prince so she can kill him from close. But of course that's not going to happen because it's a YA and they're probably going to end up falling for each other. Her name, though, reminds me now of Vengeance. vengeful. The V.E. Schwab book I read earlier. Yeah. Our next one was for Inscription. This is a book from your top or highest shelf. And because my shelves are a mess, and I actually considered reorganizing them just so I could have more of a selection to pick from. Most though of like the romance books that I've gotten from my mom are up there. And the next one in the series is more of like a holiday book, so I wasn't sure. It's like, I don't want to pick that one up. And then in the other series that's up there, I was like, I don't actually think that one sounds good. So I was like, I don't know that I'm going to continue that series. But this one was laying on its side up there because it just had nowhere else to go. So I'm going to read the next one in the Curse Workers trilogy in my bind up. The next one is Red Hat, right? Yes. Red Glove. Yeah, so I'm going to read the next of the Curse Workers by Holly Black. The first one was so-so. I definitely like her fairy stories better, but I will continue this series. And it worked for the prompt because it was on the top shelf because I hadn't figured out anywhere else for it to go yet. I really got to reorganize my shelves. That should be something I do this month probably. My next one is Lore, and it's supposed to be one with a map. And this one I'm just going to have to hold out hope because the first one had a map. And Engines of Chaos comes out next month, and I've already pre-ordered it, so it'll be delivered to me sometime soon, hopefully at the early beginning of the month. But it's got a map. It's got a map, so hopefully the second one will also have a map like most fantasy books do. In this series though, we follow all of our main characters are part of the Harkspur Guild, which is a very large guild that deals with transportation and things around their empire. They're very closely tied to the monarchy of the empire as well, because the matriarch, the emperor, is her brother. And you follow each of her children's perspectives as they are sent to different parts of the empire to do different things, learn different things. Like she sends her daughter to one part to be able to learn the workings of the guild because her daughter sees it as like a punishment, but her mom's like, I'm teaching you how to be able to take over for me. And her oldest son is in the military, so he is sent to a military outpost. I didn't like his character for most of the time. He just wasn't learning. He was very arrogant. And like, even though he was trying to not be what people were thinking of him as, like just a rich noble who was like, yeah, duh. I know. I liked the daughter though, even though she had some of the same problem, but she seemed to learn the lesson a whole lot faster than her brother. And then the youngest brother, where everything, oh my gosh, everything bad just kept happening to him, for sure. But yeah, that they are right there, each of them witnessing this cusp of revolution and change within their empire as magic and technology are kind of coming together, and just different, not even just within the empire, it's like the empire's enemies too, and just technology is changing the empire, but at the same part, old things seem to be working their way into it as well. So yeah, it had its flaws for sure, but I'm looking forward to the next one to see how the story plays out and continues, because there were some things left open that I'm like, I need an answer. So, Engines of Chaos next month. I can't put that there. And we're crossing our fingers that it has a map. Okay, and for Restoration, where I had 4 options, and I just spun around, closed my eyes, and pointed. And the winner was Finley Donovan is killing it. So I'm very excited to finally start this. Finley Donovan is an author, and she's a single mom. She was trying to pitch a story to her editor or agent at a coffee shop and is overheard, and someone assumes she's a hit person and tries to hire her, and she just kind of stumbles her way through it. So it sounds super fun. I've heard so many good things, and I can't wait to start this series, so I'm very glad. I would have been happy with any of them really, but I'm very glad this one did win out. I believe this is everything for the readathon. I tried to see if there was anything the guild specifically had to make me read, but I don't think so. I don't think I missed anything. I should probably join the Discord server, and then I can talk to humans about it, because I should try to talk to people, but people are hard. We shall see, though. I'd love to know what you guys are reading in April. If any of you are doing the Aurelium Readathon too, I'm excited to finally get to do this. Totally lost my train of thought. I don't even know where I was going. I started to babble, and then I don't know where we are now. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. You'll let me know what you're reading for March if you're joining in the Aurelium Readathon too. Did I say that already? I'm not sure at this point. If you're enjoying this though, check out some of my other videos. And if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. That way you can catch the vlogs for the Aurelium Readathon and we can talk about books here on Instagram. Contact me anywhere. I would love to talk about books. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're finding something awesome to read today, and I'll see y'all later.